Good morning, passport holders. Today, February 2nd, 2018, day 1190 of the vlogs, and it's kind of been a weird start to the morning, to be absolutely honest, and not like things were weird. Like, I slept okay. I slept actually deeper than I have the past couple of nights, so that was positive. I think some of that was the excitement and the lack of sleep yesterday, or 2 days back. But yeah, so it's kind of one of those things where, yeah, I woke up. I handled a couple of little video editing things. So like end cards, I think, is one of those things that I want to add. So I actually ended up doing that, creating a graphic for Phil DeFranco as I continue to kind of use him as a test case study. I'm not trying to do anything more. I did get confirmation that he did actually open up the Dropbox folder of all the clips that I sent over. But in doing some of that, I noticed that there were a couple of small little tiny typos inside of the caption file. So I ended up going back and watching back the episode one more time and catching actually 2 additional. So there were 3 in total in there. Fixed those. A couple small, we're talking less than 2 frame delays that were on caption turns. So I fixed those as well. Fixed all that up. Resubmitted into the one was that said search engine, all that kind of stuff. So it's all kind of done. As it stands right now, 10:35, and I have no further real work to do at the moment. I just paid my rent, and a bunch of other little bills are all kind of taken care of at this point. So we're in a good spot. Things are a little weird overall. But I think today is going to be kind of a chill day after a very intense week. And so I think that I'm probably going to sit here and read for the next hour-ish. And then after that, I'm going to handle Clintus's video, or potentially even my vlog edit, and then Clintus's video, get both those kind of out of the way. And then, it kind of leads into the rest of the day. Now, the PDS should be released it normally gets released an hour or so earlier than the other episodes, which means that right around the time I finish up Clintus's, I'll have that to handle, and then once that's done, kind of done for the day. No other work today. The client who normally releases on Fridays sent through an email and saying that instead of releasing every Friday like normally, they're only releasing 2 episodes in the month of February. So this is not one of those Fridays. So it is what it is. But I hope you guys are having a great Friday as this is being recorded. A great Saturday if you're watching on day of release. Let's get today started. 1:35 at this point, and actually just finally sitting down for some lunch. Decided to do Clintus's episode top to bottom because it was only like 10 minutes. So did that, got that all squared away, started on a first draft for the short email that I'm just going to send to Phil and his producer Amanda, or his EP, executive producer, I forget what her technical title is. Send it to them, just kind of saying, hey, like, here's what I can do, here's what I'm doing. If you guys are interested in it, by all means, I'll continue to do it for you. I'll work with you guys. But I'm going to continue to do the captions, at least in my mind, until the end of February, as time permits. And so, yeah, that's kind of going to be it. Took care of my rent check. So all these little things are starting to fall into place. And yeah, like, I'm feeling good about things. I mean, there's definitely more work to be done. I'm continuing to tweak things a little bit. I'm testing things out on Phil's content, like I've said multiple times, in order to sit there and have it eventually be kind of what the polished version is for both my own content, and then on top of that is doing these kind of over-the-top, unsolicited kind of deals. I think that would be a lot of fun to be able to do that. And so, like, if I know, like, okay, cool, like, I can need this font or this banner or this, that, the other in order to make this thing work that way, so that when I send a tweet or when I post on their Facebook page or whatever it ends up being, that it looks really great. Because to me, visuals, oddly enough, in a captioning game, the visuals of the assets that I produce need to be very strong, because I don't want this to look and feel cheap. I want it to feel like we're doing a lot, because in some instances I'm really taking time to like edit some of these clips down for Phil. I want it to look visually stunning so that people want to look at it, that when they're scrolling on their phone and racing past things, that it is attractive enough. And so I'm really interested in seeing kind of where this all goes. But for right now, it's really interesting to have kind of different ideas, and I'm iterating, right? So I think I've exported like this little 25-second clip like 7 times today already, testing different ideas. I just want to see how they look inside the Facebook newsfeed, how they look on Twitter. And so I've been doing that, and it's been a lot of fun. But at this point, I don't have any other work until Phil drops his episode today, which I think is going to be around 3 o'clock. So yeah, I'm just kind of like in this weird little headspace where it's like part of me wants to apply for jobs, but part of me knows that I don't have enough time to interview for them any longer. So I'm kind of like, I've got the last interview set for Tuesday as it stands right now. And then after that, yeah, like I can't do the aggressive interviewing style that I would like to do if I'm going to try and chase a big job for at least another 12 weeks after next week. So, I mean, I could sneak interviews in if I can do like an 8 a.m. interview, since my schedule will technically be 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. But we'll see. It's kind of one of those things where I'm just kind of gotta make it work. So I think after I finish with lunch, it's going to be time for me to go edit the vlog and handle that stuff and just get it out of the way since it's got to get done anyways. And then, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what tonight has in store. I may treat myself since everything financially has gone my way recently. Thinking about treating myself to a few beers this weekend, which, you know, it's probably been 2-3 weeks since the last time I had anything to drink. So, productive, but at the same time, like I do want to take a moment to like take stock and celebrate a little bit because I haven't had to sell anything off yet, but we may still get there. But I won't go another month without income. I mean, that's 100% set in stone right now, so that's good. All right, guys. So sorry I didn't end the vlog during the day that it happened. Basically, what happened last night was after finishing a bunch of work, I wanted to go and hear people, and I had done some math, and I figured out that it had been 18 days since I actually touched another human being, which was kind of weird, and it messed with my head. And so, because the cash situation is what it is, I decided that I was just going to go and hang out in a bar for a little bit, right? The Georgian Dragon is right around the corner, so I walked over there and ended up chilling there for like, I don't know, an hour and a half or so. And ended up talking with this girl who was being very obviously ignored by her boyfriend. He was hanging out with like a couple of his buddies, and she was just like sitting at the bar, not talking to anybody. And she happened to be seated next to me, and so kind of interesting. And so we started to chat and all that good fun. And sure enough, as she was leaving, she leaned over and gave me a quick hug. Her boyfriend was super pissed about it, and it was obvious. But it was one of those things where it's like, I'm not dating. I'm not talking to anybody on that side of things. So, kind of is what it is. But broke that streak of 18 days without actually physically touching anybody, which was kind of weird. That I could live in a box like this and make that all happen. So. But I will say thank you so much for your time and your attention. As always, I appreciate them so much. And remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still. So go do cool stuff. Bye for now.